Y'all, she can't stand this day. She can't stand it. I ain't told her. I have not told her, so might be a mess. Good morning, y'all. Hope y'all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Jason, the goat clan over here at Cog Hill Farm. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Yeah. Yeah, big day today for y'all. Yeah. I got the nail company coming, and y'all all gonna get pedicures today. How about that? Who wants a pedi? Y'all want petties? That's right, we're gonna get you petties. That's right, y'all and the pigs. Peaches is not a big petty person, so I hadn't mentioned it to her yet. Look at Laura. Look at Laura. But it is a big day though. Other than Peaches, you know, probably gonna fire me today. It's gonna be a good day. You know it? So the Hoof people are coming today to trim hooves. I know. We get them to come around. They're on a rotation with us. And it is time for them to be by here today. So they're gonna come later on this afternoon and we're gonna get you guys fixed up. Because hoof care is so important with goats and pigs. I think a lot of people don't think about pigs and their hoofs getting trimmed, but yeah, it's a big deal for all of them. And since we got so many goats, y'all, it's just a lot easier for us to have a professional come and do it because they can do it in record time, where it would take me and Brooke literally, and I'm not joking, 3 or 4 days to do that many goats. It's just a lot longer for us to do it versus them. And then the pigs, they got to be turned upside down, and they're just professionals. They just know what they're doing, and they can do it a lot quicker and easier than we can. So y'all get your popcorn out, because there's no telling what may or may not happen this great foot extravaganza today. Yeah, the giant pedicure is happening on the farm. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave these guys locked up this morning. Well, they got water, they got minerals, and we don't feed them till the evening time anyway, so no big deal there. I may put a little hay in here for y'all too. But we're going to keep them locked up in here because they'll be here in a few hours, and it's a lot better than us trying to go chase them all and try to get them, herded back up in here. But yeah, big pedicure here on the farm. You want to get yours painted? Hey, Matilda. Hey, let me let you in a little secret. Let me let you in a little secret. Let you guys in on a little secret too. Peaches hates, despises. She's like Brooke. Brooke's talked about how she don't like getting pedicures and people touching her feet. Guess what? Peaches is the exact same way. She cannot stand getting her nails done. Can't stand it. Yeah. I mean, the last time we did it, I had to cut the volume off because, let's just say that the neighbor across the street had to replace some glass because, her voice was so loud and high pitched that, he may have lost a window or two. So, yeah, she's not a fan of this day at all. And I haven't mentioned it to her, I haven't said anything to her. Maybe if I could, Dylan, who does the hoof trimming over there at Rogers Hoof Trimming, maybe I could, slip him a 10 and say, hey, think you can throw some color on the nails? Maybe Peaches would be okay with that. Maybe she'll like that a little better, girl. You know what I'm saying? I know you wouldn't mind if you got your nails done, would you? Not at all. This sweet thing right here, she wouldn't care in the least. We probably could paint yours on up. Would you like that? Oh, baby girl. Yeah. Well, listen, Matilda, be thinking about me today, because if this don't go smooth, this might be the last day you see me, okay? Peaches may give me my pink slip and tell me hit the road. Yep. All right. So if you've never seen us do this before, you're in for a treat. You really are. You are going to be in for a treat. So we'll use our milk stand right here. And what we'll do, it's always the opposite way. to turn that camera. What we'll do is we'll just, you know, let one in here and we'll get their feet done. And then we'll probably let them out the side door or the other door on that side instead of letting them right back out in there. And yeah, they're fast. They're so fast. They'll do a goat in less than 5 minutes. It's amazing to watch them do it. So, but while we're doing this, we're also going to do something else. We were prepared. You know, Brooke, she's the preparer. She's the planner. Everything's planned. So she was ready for this day, been ready for it. So you're over here taking care of your chicks. How your chicks doing?
They're doing very well. I moved another set over to the stall where they can grow out and have more space. And I have my lavender Orpingtons on the bottom and my blue copper Marans right here, and they are both doing very well.
Awesome.
The reason I don't have them together is because the blue coppers are a lot younger than the lavender, so they need a little more heat, and in a few weeks we'll combine these two and let them get acclimated to each other. But I haven't lost any of them.
Good deal. But Brooke knew that the Hoof team was coming, and that you went ahead and got fecals done on all the goats, since we're going to have them, you know, in the milk stand. That we're going to go ahead and deworm everybody as well.
Yeah, we'll do this over a process of 3 different times. But this will give us a good head start because we'll do it every other day for 3 times. But while they're in the milk stand, it's easy to do it.
Right.
So, I did have some fecals performed, and we do need to deworm our herd of goats. And it's just something that, you know, sometimes you don't have a parasite issue.
Right.
You don't want to deworm if that's the case. But when the grass starts coming in, obviously the goats have got their nose to the ground, and parasites come up from the dirt. And this is the time that you want to check on that.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
if it gets too far along, they're going to start suffering consequences, and it may be even too late.
Yep.
So stay ahead of your parasitic control, no matter what your animal species is. And I guarantee you, your animals will thank you for it.
They sure will. Come on, Willie. Come on, Reska. Y'all, come on, guys.
Yeah, you ready to go, aren't you, big man? Huh? You ready to go? Come here, Reska.
There you go, Nella. Reska says she's ready to roll. Reska says she's ready to roll, Willie. The world famous Reska. All right, Big Willie and Reska, the wonderful racehorse. Let's go. We're gonna put you on some good grass today, big man. Yeah, we are. And y'all, Willie, look how Willie's starting to. His ribs are still showing, but he is looking way better. He really is. The whole skin thing, y'all. Want you some clover? Come on, let's go.
We're gonna pass you, buddy. Get our pass.
Oh goodness, that's right. You don't want to race Reska, I'm telling you. You don't want to race Reska. Reska's famous. But yeah, the skin is what was so amazing. He really had some bad skin issues, and he looks way better. Way better. His foot's better. I mean, he is doing awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
There y'all go. All right. I gotta go get their water, and then they'll be good for the day. Oh, Matilda and Pookie were having a little love party going on over there.
Matilda said she's beautiful.
She's pretty, isn't she, baby? Yeah. Pookie don't mind the cows.
No.
It's the equine that she gets so upset about. And by the way, we have introduced Shake and Bake to the rest of the crew here.
Just not the emus.
Yeah, they haven't seen the emus yet. They're not big enough for that yet. But this went well. We did this because we started putting the horses back here to eat this down for us. And we didn't want Shake and Bake to stay in that stall all day long. And we didn't want these guys with the horses because they may spook the horses until the horses kind of get used to the emus. And we let them out over there, and it was, you know, no drama, no nothing. Everybody acts like they know everybody, and
Smooth sailing. Big
time smooth sailing. Everybody's been absolutely great.
Matilda tries to show them she's faster than they are.
Does she?
Yeah.
But she's not.
Well,
you think?
You know, she feels good, but she ain't never gonna feel that good. Those emus are on a different level.
They're so quick. They are so quick.
Pookie said, now you get me beside them, and you might see something.
You know, Pookie might think she could take Reska.
She might. She has a tendency to have eyes bigger than her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She don't know that she's only 3 foot tall.
I don't think she's 3 foot, Jason. I really don't.
Her legs aren't, I can tell you that.
No. But she can scoot.
She can scoot now. But we haven't seen Reska turn it loose.
No, but you know, Pookie's been hooked up to a cart in the past.
Yeah. So we could have a cart race.
We could.
And those are called sulkies.
Well, I think if it has a
the racing carts are called sulkies, is what everybody told me in the last video.
Yeah, but it's called pace.
It's pace. Those are pace horses.
Pace horse when they pull a cart. Right. But then the cart itself is called sulky.
Correct.
Now, the kind of cart Pookie pulled was not a sulky.
No.
It was a different.
It was a casual.
Is that what you want to call it?
Yeah.
Come here, pretty girl.
Yeah, well, the one that Reska pulled would be like a Corvette or a Ferrari.
No, Jason, it's a Firebird.
Oh, a Firebird, you're right. And the one Pookie pulled would be like a Lincoln Continental.
All right, so when
or a town car.
The sulky, is that how you say it? You're going to need to put a Firebird sticker on the hood of it. And I don't know what kind of sticker Pookie's going to get, but it needs one that's going to go real slow.
We'll get her a Cadillac emblem.
Okay, good deal.
What I'm thinking.
She's going to be a smooth ride.
Oh, still no tots or spuds. She's still hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. Or the baby is. We love you, Tater. Still don't know what that pool is, but maybe soon they'll get it. Now, some of y'all asked, why don't I just set them in there? I don't think that's going to be a good idea. They do not like to be picked up, and they'll start kicking those legs everywhere. And those emus, especially at a young age, their legs are real vulnerable, and we don't want to have any issues or leg issues because they're prone to leg issues. You got to be real careful with emus, especially at an early stage with their whole legs. Now, Goldie, one of her legs kind of turns a little bit, but they can get sprag leg really easily, and so you got to be really careful with that. So yeah, picking them up, putting them in there probably wouldn't be a good idea, but they'll get it. Trust me, they will get. When they're ready, they'll be in there with their sunglasses on and their float, having a great time when they're ready. All right, before the Hoof team gets here real quick, I'm going to go ahead and plant our window boxes. If you saw our last video, we got flowers and plants for the farm around here. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. So this is what I'm thinking right here. This whole setup right here. This is going to be it. So you got your, I forget, it's a thriller, spiller, and filler. So my thriller, of course, is going to be this. My filler is going to be the vinca and the marigolds, and my spiller and quite filler will be these Amelia bells, and then definitely spiller is going to be the one potato vine. So this should fill up quickly and be absolutely beautiful throughout the entire growing season. This is all full sun stuff here. I got Amelia bells, I got marigolds, I got potato vine, I got vinca, I got an angelonia to go in the back for my height. The vinca will fill up tall too, so some of it's kind of multi-purpose, but this is it, and I think it's going to be beautiful. I like the contrasting colors with the purple, the orange, and the chartreuse with the pinks thrown in there. Of course, white is neutral. Everything goes with white. But I think we're going to have some beautiful, beautiful window boxes this year. And y'all, you can stuff this thing as tight as you want to get it in there, honestly. You really can. And if you want it, you know, full quicker, that's what you would want to do for sure. This one's going to be pretty stuffed, honestly. And then once I get all this planted, break the, or pull the roots off a little bit so they're not growing in that circle because they're all root bound. Then come back with our slow release fertilizer. I love Osmocote. This will last throughout the entire growing season. Don't have to worry about burning your plants. You can, what I will do too is I'll come back and I'll add a liquid fertilizer at least once a month on it. But if you don't want to worry about fertilizing or anything like that, the Osmocote is the way to go. All right, there we go. One window box down. I got a lot more to go. Well, we got all the window boxes planted, and I can see the hoof trimmers pulling up right now. Well, y'all, we are through with the hoof trimming. Went really smooth. That may be the fastest time yet. That was really quick. Went great. Got all the goats wormed. We're gonna do that 3 times. The worming program that Dr. D's got us on now. Each area is different when it comes to parasites. So what we do may not be what you need to do. So what we always say is take a fecal, take it to your vet, let them look at it and see what parasites you have and get the dewormer for the parasites you have. Because if you're using something that's not for what you have in your area, then you're just spinning your wheels. So, but yeah, that went quick. That went absolutely quick and as smooth, like Chris Stapleton says, as Tennessee whiskey. That was perfect. And I'm not gonna get fired today. No. Dylan at Rogers Hoof Trimming looked at Peaches and also the honeymooners, and they didn't need their hoofs trimmed right now. Which means Peaches is still in a pretty good mood, and I still have a job. Whew. That may be, you know what? I think it is. That is at least worth the snake. Can we get to, or how about the cabbage patch? Can we get to cabbage patch going? Yeah. Yeah, that was at least worth something there. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. She's asleep. I don't want to wake her up. And I definitely don't want to break the news to her that, you know, if she was this close from getting her feet done today. So I'm gonna let her sleep. What they say, let a lying dog lie, let a sleeping dog lie, something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're gonna let the boss lady lie and sleep. I'm glad she was good. But I must say everybody did wonderful. They're all great. Everybody's good. No issues at all. Didn't even have to pull out the hoof boss. Y'all's feet were so good. Yeah. Didn't have to put out the hoof boss, which is like a little die grinder with some kind of special implement on it that they use on the goat hooves and hoof trimming. Didn't have to pull it out. No. You girls are awesome. And guys and fellas. Oh goodness, here comes shake and bake. Right there. Still haven't gotten the pool yet though. Still don't know what that pool is, but maybe soon they'll get it. Now some of y'all asked, why don't I just set them in there? I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. They do not like to be picked up, and they'll start kicking those legs everywhere. And those emus, especially at a young age, their legs are real vulnerable, and we don't want to have any issues or leg issues because they're prone to leg issues. You gotta be real careful with emus, especially at an early stage with their whole legs. Now, Goldie, one of her legs kind of turns a little bit, but they can get sprag leg really easily, and so you got to be really, really, really careful with that. Absolutely got to be careful with that. So yeah, picking them up, putting them in there probably wouldn't be a good idea, but they'll get it. Trust me, they will get. When they're ready, they'll be in there with their sunglasses on and their float, having a great time when they're ready. Y'all, even though Mo and Joe Stank and Stunk did pretty good, they did, except when it comes to that medicine. Let me tell y'all, male goats are no different than human men, because the female goats did not like the dewormer. I'm going to tell y'all, but they tolerated and took it like, you know, like they should. These two fellas right here, you thought the world was coming to an end. Oh my gracious. Yeah. So in the goat world, they just like we are. They are just like we are. You know, I can't even take cough medicine, Mo, so I feel for you. Yeah, I feel for you. Brooke can drink the whole bottle and not even make a face, but me, I can't get it down without gagging. I can't. I bet when it comes to when it's time to give the horses dewormer, I bet you Reska will just and just not even bat an eye, and Willie's probably gonna cut up, shake his head, and spit and sputter, and even just act like a fool. So that's just what we do. It's just what we do. We would like to say a huge thank you to Rogers Hoof Trimming. We appreciate you guys coming around and doing that for us. It's just makes things so much easier for us. It does. It takes a lot off of us when somebody that's as good as they are and nice with the animals and can do that for us. We appreciate y'all. All right, let me go. Got to finish up the planting. I need to plant some. I bought some pineapple sage to go in the parterre garden, and I want to plant that Lady Banks rose over there in front of the propane tank. Hey, that hoof trimming went pretty smooth, didn't it? Sure did. Sure did. All right, let's go help me plant some plants. You ready? You ready? Huh? I thought that was a motorcycle. That was a little old side-by-side. All right, let's go. Let's go plant some plants. Yeah. Let's go plant some plants. Yeah. Yeah. Buckle your seatbelt up. What's up, Sheriff? I'm gonna give y'all a quick update on the green stalk planters with the petunias in them. I mean, they're doing fabulous. Look at this. I would say give this another month and we're not gonna see that black much anymore. It's gonna be solid. It's gonna be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful right there. All right, got my Lady Banks rose planted right here. This Lady Banks rose is going to get massive. You will not see this propane tank in 2 years. Maybe a year, but 2 years. We're going to come back and look at this. Y'all see what I'm talking about. If you don't have a Lady Banks rose, think about incorporating one in your garden. This is probably the fastest growing. Just be careful where you plant it. If you want to cover something up, this is your lady right here, Miss Banks, Lady Banks. Thornless, heirloom rose, been around for a gazillion years. Nothing, and when I mean no black spot, no powdery mildew, there's nothing out there that affects this rose. Zero. This rose is amazing. It's got beautiful yellow blooms, and is a springtime bloomer only, but she is worth it. And she's going to cover this tank up right here, and it's going to be gorgeous. I promise you. All right, we're about to get some of this African blue basil planted. I know some of y'all are seeing this and saying, Jason, that's not good. Don't let this fool you right here. Dude, this has been overwintered. This right here, I'm telling y'all right here, this African blue basil, when I plant this, I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all in a couple of weeks or so that this right here is, yeah. Don't let this fool you. This right here is Sleeping Beauty. You know, I'm going to give it a little kiss, and this thing's going to wake up, and it's going to just, it's going to be amazing. I promise you. I promise you. I'm going to get these planted along with my pineapple sage, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right, I'm loving the parterre garden. It looks amazing. Got my pineapple sage planted. I know you can't see it. Don't let this fool you. Don't let it fool you. But I got my African blue basil planted. I'm just gonna add some perennials throughout this area as time marches on. Y'all like that song? I love that song. And I think every year I'm just going to add an experiment. You know, that's the thing about gardening. You know, you just got to try different things. You know, if something don't work, try something else. And that's what we're going to do throughout this little area right here. We're just going to keep plugging away and find something that works and then repeat it. And then next year, try something else. And if it works, repeat it. And then this whole area through here just to be gorgeous, just full of blooms and textures and things that the pollinators love. And yeah, I'm excited about this garden back here. It's really starting to look like what I envisioned it over here. Y'all, I got to show you the roses. Look at the Lamarck. It's really, even though it's a year and a half old, it's looking wonderful. Just loaded with buds everywhere. Eventually it will cover this arbor, and that's going to be unreal. But I mean, after the powdery mildew situation, American Pillar is still about to put on a show. I mean, look at that. All the way around. You can see it in the back there. Look at there. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at there. All the way around to here, over there. They're doing just, even with the powdery mildew, doing fantastic. So next year I'll know what to do. I'm gonna treat it again. I gotta put the spray Jason sold me over at Petals from the Past on there this evening. But it is looking absolutely wonderful, and sure is the drift roses back there. They're just unreal. Pete, you awake? You awake? Guess what? Guess what? You missed all the hoof trimming. Yeah. Yep, you missed it all. But you were good. You didn't need your nails done. Yep. I know you appreciate that. Yep, I appreciate having my job still. And we appreciate you guys too. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for hanging out with us today. We certainly had a fun and busy day. We'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, tell them Peach, y'all be good.